Hi, I'm Abby from You Baby Me Mummy, and I'm coming to you today from the Parent Pod to bring you my potty training tips. Now, I don't profess to be a potty training expert. I've potty trained one child, and if I'm honest, she kind of potty trained herself. But nevertheless, I have some tips that I thought I'd share with you today because it can be quite daunting, potty training. I remember putting it off for quite a while and thinking, oh, when are we going to do it? When's the right time? And one day, I think it was about lunchtime, we changed her nappy and she just refused to have her nappy back on again. And that was it. And she just decided that she was going to go in the potty. What we'd done up until that point is that we thought she was only about 2.5, I think, and we'd waited till after we'd gone to Camp Festival in the summer, and we didn't want to be doing it there. But we knew we wanted to do it before she went back to school, back to nursery in September. So we thought the second half of the summer holiday would be a good time. So we bought some potties and we dotted them around, one in her bedroom and one downstairs, just so that if she wanted to sit on it, she could sit on it with a nappy and all, just so it was in the room and it wasn't a completely alien sort of concept to her. I know some people, and I think she did it for some time, put some stickers on it, so let the kids stick stickers on the potty on the outside just to make it feel more theirs, that kind of thing. She just had basic potties, but you could also get the character ones. At the moment she's got a frozen loo seat, and she loves that, so anything like that makes it more the kids thing would go down really well. So what we did was we picked from that day. I thought, well, fine, if she doesn't want her nappy on again, we'll have to do it now. And luckily I think we had 4 days that we didn't have any plans. So I just took off her bottom half. So it was summer, so it was warm enough. I just took off her bottom half, so she just wore a long t-shirt, and it meant it was just so much quicker and easier for her just to go on the potty. We also had a potty in upstairs and downstairs, and then we also had a spare potty, so basically there was always 2 downstairs, which was a good tip because initially we didn't, and if she did something in the potty and I took it to the bathroom to get rid of it and sort it out and clean it, then sometimes she hadn't quite finished or whatever. So it was always good to have a second potty in the room, and to, when you take the first one away, highlight the location of the second one to the child. Don't think they're just going to necessarily know where it is, because if they need to go, when it's those early stages, they tend to need to go quite quickly. So I'd say have 2 potties in the room is a really good idea. Make sure you've got an upstairs and a downstairs one if you forget to take one upstairs at any time. We used, even though she was really keen to do it herself, we used a sticker chart, and at the time I was an ambassador for a pull-up brand, so we did use pull-ups after the first 4 days at home. So if we went out, we used pull-ups just as a bit of security for everyone, really. Nobody wants to have wet pants on a train journey to London, so we used the pull-ups in that case, and it was probably a few weeks of pull-ups in the day when we were out and at night, but she's never had an accident at night. She was dry at night at the same time she was dry in the day. So I think all children are different. I think sometimes I hear boys are a little bit slower sometimes at the night time in general potty training, but that's a sweeping generalisation. I've got no boys, so I've got nothing to compare it to. But so using pull-ups is a good idea, I think. Some people say it gives them a false sense of security, but the way pull-ups are designed means that they still feel wet, so they still know that they've done it, and that it doesn't wick it away from their skin totally like a nappy would. So I do think that gives them a bit more confidence. And it's a tip I actually got from another blogger, is to put the pull-ups on over the top of the pants. So if you're going out, so you put the pants on so they feel like a big girl, and then you just put the pull-ups on over the top just in case, and actually then they still feel the wet knickers if they do have an accident. So that's something that did work for us as well. And I think the main thing would just be to be really, really enthusiastic. So I remember feeling quite frustrated sometimes when my daughter wanted to go to the toilet, and it wasn't always that she wanted to go in the potty, she wanted to go to the toilet. And obviously that's a really good thing, but she'd be saying it every 5 seconds, and you'd be standing out in the we've got dogs, so they're separate, so we'd be standing out in the the hall in the downstairs bathroom with her, thinking, are you going to do anything or not? But it's just to sort of keep your patience, I think, with them, and give them so much praise. So we had a sticker chart with our ambassadorship that we had for the Pull Up brand, and she loved the stickers, so she just loved it so much. And I think I did say, at the end of the week, when you fill up a whole chart and get all the way to the castle with the stickers, we'll get you something. And I think rarely we needed to buy her anything because the stickers were reward enough. She just loved it so much. So I'd say the main thing is to wait until your child is ready. I really feel like in most cases your child will give you a signal of when they're ready to do it. And then be calm. Potties everywhere, really calm, really enthusiastic. So even if at the beginning it's a little dribble in the potty, or they miss the potty, but they've at least tried to get there, loads of enthusiasm and loads of praise. And they're my top tips for potty training. So I hope that's been useful, and good luck on your potty training journey.
Hi guys, my name's Emma. I am a stay-at-home mum. I have 2 children. Alice is 4 and Tommy is 2. I have been a stay-at-home mum since about a month before I gave birth to Alice, my first child. So I've been a stay-at-home mum for probably the last 5 years now. I know that it can be incredibly lonely to be a stay-at-home mum. It's one of the worst things about it. You don't get any adult contact other than your husband or partner who comes home, or your mum if you see your mum, or playgroups.